I heard that NASA has recently shut down an ion engine. Can you explain what this ion engine is and does, and the potential benefits?
Yeah, so an ion drive is what we think of them as. The big challenge here is chemical rockets are just...
They're so
yesterday.
Yeah.
They're so Robert Goddard.
Somebody could build it in a farm and make a movie about it. It's that easy and that dull and old.
And the problem is not that there was anything wrong with chemical rockets when they were invented.
Yeah.
It's just that 100 years later, you think we'd be doing a little better now.
Yeah.
Right? And we're not. We have something more modern, more efficient than a chemical rocket. And a chemical rocket is all the rockets you've ever seen.
Yeah.
All of them are chemical rockets. They use chemistry, the energy contained in molecules.
Right. Sounds like something that Thomas Edison would have done. And how far have we come from that guy, that dullard?
So you have these atoms, and they come together as a molecule, and there's energy to be released if you break apart the molecule. That's how all this works. That's how gunpowder works. That's how nitroglycerin works. That's how the rocket engines of the shuttle works. So it's all chemical energy being released, giving you propulsion. Ion drives are much more efficient. So what we call the impulse, the little push, the nudge that the rocket fuel gives you, is much higher compared with the mass of fuel you ejected. Right? You look at the shuttle rockets and the plume that comes out when this thing launches. The mass of that fuel is huge. It is most of the mass of the shuttle apparatus is fuel.
So what is an ion engine though?
So
what is it?
An ion engine, what happens is you have a gas and you ionize it, so you strip electrons off of it. You need an energy source to do that, okay? And then you set up a device. You set up a device that ejects these little particles out the back of the ship, or whatever is the opposite direction you want to travel. And so what's called a specific impulse, the impulse from the one little particle that comes out, and the recoil of your ship is very high compared with the mass that came out. Very efficient engine.
So when you strip electrons, it creates way more energy.
When you strip electrons and then eject them out on one side, which you can do with magnetic fields and this sort of thing, the response to your craft is awesome. The problem is, it's not very large. It's efficient, but it's not very large. So you can only redirect spacecraft very slowly.
Could you make a gun with it? Could you make an ion gun that shot electrons?
When we come back, we'll find out if you can make ion
build this
guns. StarTalk Radio Cosmic Queries Edition. We'll be right back.
So we were talking about an ion engine, but that made me go, can you make an ion gun?
Yeah, the questioner asked an honest, simple, innocent question about propulsion through the universe, and you have to take the idea and make a gun out of it.
Would it be better if I said an ion sword? It sounds less reasonable.
In principle, I suppose you can make it would be a plasma gun, is what it is. You'd send plasma out at somebody.
That sounds great. That sounds like a great plan.
If the plasma's hot enough, you can vaporize their clothing and then their skin. Yeah, in principle. Yeah.
You make it sound so evil.
And this will be like on the list of the, protected by the Second Amendment.
Yes, yes, exactly. They never envisioned the ion plasma gun that so many bears with.
The founding fathers.
Yeah.
We constitutionally protect your right to arm yourself with a plasma gun. Right.